Hey everyone, welcome to Friday edition of Just Saying. I'm Madison Conklin.
And I'm Keaton Markey.
And Keaton, today we are going to talk about how Liam Payne, yeah, he has a new song, who cares? He is talking crap on his former One Direction bandmates.
He's being a pain.
He's being a pain in the tuchus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, first and foremost, you go and shade Harry Styles, who...
You leave my prince alone.
Thank you. Leave the prince alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much, Liam said, you know, in an interview, he didn't really dig Harry's new sound. It wasn't his style. No pun intended, but anyways.
Maybe cup of tea.
Yeah, his cup of tea.
If you like.
And then, you know, all right, so maybe Harry's new music isn't, but he was like, oh yeah, Niall's stuff is great. You know, Louis hasn't come out with anything, so there's not much to say about Louis. But when it came to Zayn, which we know has been years over with. Zayn left years ago, so why people keep asking about it? I mean, okay, granted, we still talk about it, let's be real. But the fact that he's been asked in an interview with, it was during a podcast, Bizarre Feelings Pod, or Bizarre Life podcast, Zayn was brought up, and Liam was pretty much like, you know, I think if we were to ever reunite, there would things that would need to be polished out, like he'd probably need to apologize. He doesn't want to reunite. He doesn't support the cause. He feels hurt and scorned in some sort of way that I don't really understand. I don't understand how you can come out of the One Direction experience and say the things that he says sometimes. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. So I agree with you in some cases, Liam. Like, I get it. The One Direction from the outside especially is like, oh my gosh, you were a part of a rock band, a boy band that made history. Like, yeah. you should be thankful and whatever. Like, don't, and like even Justin Timberlake is still thankful for NSYNC and doesn't like hate on them.
Although he
too much.
He did throw a little bit of shade.
He threw a little bit of shade.
But hey, shade is everywhere.
This is what makes Zayn different, and why I fully support Zayn is because if you look at that group, Zayn is the only minority in that entire group. So I can't even imagine what his experience was like versus the other guys when it came to dealing with social media, dealing with his fan base. Because there's a lot of haters in the world, and you know, a lot of time, like he got a lot of hate just for being like his race, which is not okay.
Right. Well, to that extent, I understand Zayn's been very open about it, but to that extent, you know, Liam said, like, I don't understand why he feels this way. Well, of course, Zayn's, you know, fan base clapped back in tweets at Liam saying, Zayn, victim of Islamophobia, racism, death threats, suffered from anxiety, developed eating disorder. Liam, not sure why he didn't love it. That was kind of funny. And then another one, I don't expect Liam to feel empathy since he has all that white privilege. Zayn hasn't. So yes, to an extent, Zayn dealt with a lot, but he's been able to overcome that. And okay, he split from One Direction, started a solo career, but I just don't understand. Like, why is there still so much resentment kind of on Liam's side?
I wish we kind of knew what happened with the guys, because we know kind of how the fans reacted. We know kind of maybe the reasons why their interactions with the public might have forced Zayn to leave. But what happened within the core of the group? Why didn't Zayn get the support that I feel like, or that he felt like he needed?
Two's company, three's a crowd, five, way too effing many people. You get paired off into twos, then one person is left. I've been victim of this with my friends.
This is coming from a sorority girl.
So you gotta feel the pain. But pretty much, yeah, I'm sure Zayn was kind of left in the dark most of the time. That's why he split. But again, like, Liam throwing shade at Harry and Zayn, like, and you have a new song out, you got a baby, you have a girlfriend. I'm sorry, Liam Payne, leave it alone.
Yeah, nobody's
Harry, no offense, is probably gonna be more famous than you, and so will Zayn. I'm not saying you're not famous. Liam, you're great at what you do. Song is pretty good. Keep doing what you do. But don't be hating on people and throwing them in the tracks while you're, you know, moving on up. Not cool.
Don't be stepping on people on your way up.
There we go.
That's not okay.
That was a quote in some show. Anyway, so yeah, we want to know, you guys, why is Liam so saucy, so shady towards his former bandmates? Does he even have a reason to? And does Liam have any room to talk crap about his former bandmates? We want to know, so comment down below and let us know what you're thinking, and we'll see you guys here on Monday for another episode of Just Saying.
Have a great weekend.